Hey guys, it's your favorite terrible archer here, Boy Gone Bad. Hope you have a great New Year's. I'm hitting the bottle a little early. I don't even think it's noontime yet, but my Stella, it's a zero point 0.0 alcohol, so I think that's okay. Happy New Year's, and as one of my friends, Bo from Kansas, would say, this video starts like this. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane. Bo, this is really for you. I know you were interested in my pro wrestling days. I really am not into bragging about it. I did very well for myself. I was heavyweight champion 5 times for WWA, World Wrestling Alliance. And I was tag team second place with Man Mountain Moore. I was one half of the Motor City Madmen, and we never took the straps, but came close. Anyway, here's a few things that I just pulled out. I have a whole lot more memorabilia, but I just pulled a few things out here. So hopefully you enjoy this. Let's take a look at, first I'm going to show you some poster boards. You don't see these much anymore. You know what? I'm going to pause this and see if I can just turn this around so you can see it properly. Alright, we're back. I had to stop the footage, but you don't see these anymore. But I was lucky enough to wrestle back in the olden days before internet and everything, where they had these poster boards. The promotion would go into town about a month or two ahead of time and post these all over the place. You could see on this one, I'm the heavyweight champion being challenged by Larry Winters. Another one here, Mount Holly Armory. This was a really big event. Jules Strongbow and Pretty Boy Larry Sharp against myself in 911, or he used to go by Al the Sledgehammer in the WWA and IWA. This was like an all-day event. There were a lot more matches, but we were the main event, or I was the main event. Here's another one where Jerry the King Lawler came to New Jersey to wrestle Boy Gone Bad. Now, there's a big story about Jerry the King Lawler. I went to Memphis, Tennessee to wrestle him, and I'll show a little later on a couple pictures there showing that. And Jerry the King Lawler wanted me to drop my title to him. I was supposed to go down there for about a month, and bottom line was I said no. My promoters told me under no circumstances come home without the belt. It was my title against his title. It was back in those days when Ric Flair was challenging Hulk Hogan, and everybody wanted to, all the champions wrestle off each other. And anyway, I was told, don't get on the plane if you don't have that belt in your bag. And that's what I told Jerry the King Lawler. So he turned to, I think it was Jeff Jarrett at the time, when he spoke to me in the locker room, and or in his office, I guess I should say, and said, I guess this guy's going to have to learn the hard way. Well, he learned the hard way because I threw a shoot on him, and within about 5 minutes he was calling the match. I took a powder, found myself on the next plane back to Philadelphia, and never got paid for the match. Anyway, that's how it goes in the big pro wrestling world. So here's one with was pretty cool. You can see here Ken Patera versus Big Hoss Man. Big Hoss Man was a really big guy. But one of the cool things about this one here is Ken Patera was my favorite wrestler. Wasn't the best or greatest technician in the world, but first man in the military pressed 500 pounds over his head in the Pan American Games. And that was good enough for me. Got to meet him eventually on another card that we had wrestled, and of course on this one. You can see here I wrestled Golden Phoenix here for the championship. Another win for me. Here was another one with the Golden Phoenix and me. Another win for me. Here's one against me and Jungle Jim McPherson. I guess today in the Snowflakes world, this would be a racist, a racist poster board, I guess. Oh gosh, everybody wants to cry. What do you expect from people that don't know what bathroom to use? Here's another one here, down here, locally, well, a little more north, Jersey, the Columbus Mart. Myself against 430 pounds of Chief Thunder Mountain. God rest his soul. Man died of a heroin overdose, I think it was. He was a great guy. David Mosier was his name. Awesome guy. Really miss him. Many don't know this, but he's the one I won my first heavyweight championship from. And God bless him. And here's another one here that I pulled up. This was a guy, Paddy O'Brien. He was like 6'9", 330 pounds. Another nice guy, a good wrestler, just big, awkward to wrestle with because of his size. But I'm 6'5" at the time, maybe 290. Anyway, I got a whole lot more. You know what? I got a couple over here. Here's one. Here's one that uses my actual name, Joe Daniels. And this was against Chief Thunder Mountain. We had a lot of feuds. Actually, when I broke my shoulder a couple weeks after my first heavyweight championship, I had to wrestle him in an Indian strap match. That kind of sucked, but thank God for painkillers, right? And then I have this one here. This was a tag team match. Pretty Boy Larry Sharp and Jerry the King Lawler at the Garden State Racetrack against myself and Outlaw Sonny Austin. Outlaw Sonny Austin actually was the guy that broke my shoulder. Anyway, I have maybe 30 or 40 of these things, but I just picked out a few real quick just for you to see or look at. Let me see here. What else can I show you guys? Well, let's look at a couple wrestling magazines. Let me see what we have here. Pro Wrestling Illustrated. This was pretty cool. You might appreciate this or like this. There I am, Boy Gone Bad, number 331 out of the top 500 wrestlers. What's really cool about this is you can see I beat out my hero, or the guy that I really looked up to, Ken Patera. 333 out of 500 is where he came in. And that was back in 1995. So, not saying a whole lot for myself because he wasn't a very technical wrestler. I wasn't the most technical wrestler. Boy, maybe there is some alcohol in that Stella's. Let me, you know what, I'm going to get another swig here. Here's a picture of the evil. It says the evil Boy Gone Bad. I got Spider up against the ropes. What was this in? This was in the wrestling scrapbook magazine. Let me see what we got here. Just picked a couple out for you guys to see. This was me. They were announcing my intro into the IWA down in Florida. Sarasota, Florida. Wrestled there for a bit, never stepped foot in Florida, just did TV tapings. This was a magazine here showing me all bloodied up. This was an article talking about bloodbaths and wrestling, and this magazine covered some of them. Boob Tube Brawls, as the title was called. I don't know where's the title page on this magazine? There we go. TV Wrestlers was the magazine. And there you have the Big Boss Man. He's a nice guy. He wrestled for us quite a few times in the WWA. He's passed away, sad to say. Here's me in the Gloucester County Times with my upcoming match against Chief not Chief Jay Strongbow. This was Thunder Mountain. So, you know what? Didn't I have one of those Jules Strongbow poster boards? I think it was up there. Anyway, I know I'm on one of them with, or he's on one of them with us. This was another article in the paper. If you look closely, you can see I got a nice shiner there. You know, everybody wants to say that wrestling is fixed. It's not fixed. This is my trainer, Steve Dizumi, at the time. Real nice guy. Kind of grew up with him. And let me introduce a different terminology for you. Instead of saying that wrestling is fake, just say it's fixed. That's a little bit better. Because you don't fake body slams, power slams, powerplexes, suplexes. There's just a little poster thing from one of the flyers in the Excalibur promotions of World Wrestling Alliance, Philadelphia, PA, Saturday, May 9th, 1992, 7:30 p.m. Be there sharp. So, looks like what? I wasn't the champion at the time here. Doesn't even have it on me. It doesn't even have my name on here, does it? Oh, well. Oh, no, here I am. Boy Gone Bad versus Kamala, the Ugandan giant. 406 pounds. This is one, I don't know, what is this saying here? World Wrestling Alliance. Let me take a look. I guess I should have looked at this a little closer. I don't know. Maybe you can read this and spot something there. I pulled it out for some reason. Well, WWA down here. Spider versus Al. Oh, here we go. Just mentions me there. Boy Gone Bad. Yeah. Who cares? Anyway, this was Patty O'Brien right here. The guy from Philadelphia. That was myself. And this was a little article written up on there. This is me and Mike Moore. Mike Moore was like 6'6", 6'7", and 335 pounds. I'm 6'5" and about 300 pounds in that picture there. There was me, all muscled up, winning a title. There's me. Oh my gosh, he looks like a demon. Ah, look at that, huh? Huh? Boy Gone Bad looks a little nasty. Oh, this was over. Here's me. I made the front page of the me and Al Poland, 911. We had a grudge match over in Aruba and on the islands of Curacao. And when we got into the airport, we got into a little scuffle when we got off the plane. This is creased pretty bad. You can see it's in a different language. I guess that's Spanish, whatever they speak over there. And anyway, we rolled up on a limo. And as we did, we kind of cracked the windshield. So it made news. They were expecting, they hadn't had wrestling there for like 20 years prior. Was WWF was the last time they came there, and then a bunch of different people. It was a bunch of different federations. I forget who it was. Dick Worley put it together. Famous referee. Here's some guy that got past security, got in the ring, and I had to trash him. Poor guy. I guess he had to learn that wrestling isn't as fake as they think. Oh gosh, look at me. I'm a little bloodied up there. That's not my blood, by the way. Got a nasty black eye in the altercation now. But hey, that's why they pay you the big bucks. Here's another little bloodbath picture. Yep. Okay. Here's a
Another little ring picture here. Me putting a squeeze on someone. This was a picture they used a lot in the promotions. There was me again. Another. I was pretty bulked up there. Had like 21-inch arms. Okay, what was this? This was South Jersey. Courier Post made the front page. Well, they had a little blurb of me on the front page. And Rosemary Perillo, a very famous writer, wrote about my being a local guy, having the titles that I had. I think this was speaking about my 100th win, or I was going to win my 100th. I was going for it, something like that. This was the front page of it. This is what she had there, my picture, the little thing. Believe it or not, because I'm a bad guy, this was what? Back in 1988. I actually got started in 87, so, you know, it wasn't, I don't think, it certainly wasn't my 100th win. That was an article that came out at a different time. But, oh, this was from Memphis, Tennessee, baby. This is World Heavyweight title, Jerry King Lawler versus Boy Gone Bad. My title against his. He wasn't too happy that I wouldn't give it up, and I got sent home on the next flight. This was another article because, well, I went to school to be an engineer. Started out in mechanical engineering, couldn't handle the mathematical end of it, so I downgraded to industrial technology, industrial engineering. My first job out of college was with Owens Corning Fiberglass, actually. I served my internship there, and they asked me to stay, so I did. They paid pretty darn good. I forget what it was. I think it was like $400 a week. But eventually I got into pro wrestling, and at my best I was making like $500 a minute. So my parents weren't too happy when I first got into pro wrestling. My mom still doesn't like the fact that I did it or that I keep my hair long. But this was Larry Sharp's last match. It was against me. He wanted to retire as the good guy, and well, wrestling Boy Gone Bad wasn't hard to be the good guy. I was always the bad guy. But anyway, let me see. Got just a couple pictures here. There's me in the ring. This is in our old Woodbury Armory. There's just a little black and white picture. We wrestled in the Armory a lot. There's another picture. You guys know who this guy is? He's pretty famous, huh? I don't think I have to mention his name. Jim Cornette, in case you really don't know. This was me and Pretty Boy Larry Sharp in a feud. I'm already a little bloodied up there. Blood just starting to come out. This was me against Spider. If you look real closely, you can see Tyson had nothing on me. I was biting his ear, and you could see the blood just starting to draw out of his ear. Anyway, this is me against the Golden Phoenix. Good, very good wrestler. Good, strong. He got into bodybuilding. I got a little black guy in this match, but I beat him. Anyway, he's from Maryland. I don't know whatever happened to him. This is me against Jerry the King Lawler. This was at the Woodbury Armory when I came to New Jersey. And this guy needs no introduction. Cactus Jack. So, there's just a little quick walk down memory lane for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. You know what? I just, let's see. Was it Jules Strongbow on this? I thought I pulled it aside so that you could see. Yeah, here it is. Jules Strongbow and Larry Sharp against myself and Al the Sledgehammer. Jules Strongbow was a pretty cool guy. Real good guy. Anyway, that's about it, guys. I don't know if the camera's picking me up, but hope you enjoyed it. You know, I just came into this room. I grabbed some things. I had been looking for some stuff, and I got a ton of other stuff. Some stuff I've lost. Some of it, as you can see, it's so beat up. It's so old.
It's almost been 30 years almost since I retired from it, 95, 96. Um, but I'm busted up, and that's one. You know what? Let me turn this around. Okay, so I think that's a little bit better. At least now I know I'm in the screen. Um, so anyway, that's about it, guys. Bo, I hope you enjoyed this, or anybody else that's into pro wrestling. Um, um, I, I just don't talk about it too much. It's like a past life to me. I'm more interested in archery now. My relationship with God. I mean, I was a preacher for a little while when I got out. Got out of wrestling, that is. But I've sustained a lot of injuries, as a lot of you already know. I'm not going to go over them again here, but that's why I'll never have perfect form in archery. But I do the best that I can, and I'm doing pretty good with it. And the most important thing is I enjoy it. America is a great country. It's going down the tubes, actually, because of the pieces of shit that are running it now. But anyway, hey, where else can you live and take a bow and arrow and go in your own backyard and shoot? In this country, if you want to be a pro wrestler, you can be a pro wrestler. If you want to be a professional athlete, you can be a professional athlete. If you want to be a doctor, you can be a doctor. As long as you have what it takes, you can do just about anything. Anyway, shout out again to Bo, the big B4. Jeff, I Am American, Scott Winters, Handy, Sigmund. There's a lot of you out there that I care about and love. And I hope that we have a great new year. So here's to you. Hope you enjoyed my little walk down memory lane in my wrestling career. Like I said, nothing much to brag about these days. It's all in the past. But it was fun. It was good. And I did well. The Lord blessed me. He gave it to me and then he took it away. And thank God he did, because I never got into drugs or anything that some of these friends that I've wrestled have gotten into, and they're dead now. A lot of them are dead. It's a shame. Shout out to John Mertz, my best friend, my Kempo karate partner. I have a 4th degree. He's got a 5th degree, and I also have a 2nd degree in the Parker system. Anyway, guys, hope you had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. Let's pray that this is going to be a good year coming up. I got a feeling it's going to be a tough one, but we'll see. See you later. God bless.